Helokawans, it is I, Little Cat, here to bring you some Dr. Emma. We're playing D&D 5e with all of our friends Ben, Ida, Mike, Kang, and Joe. Everyone's here. Bless. In session 18, good luck managed, with the help of Bureau, to find a failsafe to the testing room. This find may have, well, saved the lives of her party members. Valerius is suffering from a great deal of loss as his ex Erin is no longer moving. Neither does she have an actual face. Oh, and Floaty squished like a bug. Ghost is still wary of Bosk, and Mume is attempting to recover from the onslaught. As Also, if I'm not mistaken, you're all still in the testing room, leaving Van to care for the three survivors in the lift area. She reminds you all that she is somewhat uncomfortable with staying with them since your recent revelation about what they might be or might not be. The rest of you nursing your wounds and planning either your exit or prolonged stay. May I ask for a reminder as to who holds Erin's faceless body and what else you have taken with you?
I believe it was Ghost that was still carrying Aaron's lifeless body.
Yes, it would be Ghost because Bosk needs their hands, and Moon definitely needs his hands more.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
Uh,
we don't need to have a Valerius carrying another body of his
is
ex
Valerius
fiance.
Valerius is walking by himself, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you
Um
like some time in the testing room before we leave,
yeah, so
Valerius?
we'll start with Joe. A lot of things happened to Valerius last session that you weren't here for. So we're going to
Yes.
do a bit of housekeeping to get you clued up. Also, let's have a peek of what Valerius is thinking immediately after the event. He shut down his ex-girlfriend and then stuff happened. How is Valerius?
Well, it started off with you banishing her, but let's go from there.
Right. Okay. Valerius feels shattered, for lack of a better term. Not only that his ex-girlfriend is most likely dead at this point, or has changed throughout the centuries. Those are now like realistically, the only thing that he had from his childhood up until now is also like smooshed dead on the ground or destroyed it for this sentence. There's a sense of loss, like even more so like than before when he woke up from being captive for like X amount of years. I'm a bit too soft. Oh crap.
Yes,
I'm sorry. Is that better?
that is a little bit better.
Okay, let me turn up the gain. Is that
Yes.
better?
Yes, that's much better.
Okay, cool. All right. Do I need to repeat what I said just now or should I
I
keep going?
don't think so. I think you should keep going. Yeah.
Okay. Right now his mind's a state of empty. He's not too sure where to go from this. He doesn't know how to mentally process what has just happened. Well, let me correct that. He knows how to mentally process it. He doesn't know how to do it emotionally. Right now he's just like on his knees in the testing room with the scattered remains of Floaty what's it called grouped together in his hands, wondering if he can fix him. But if he even could, would Floaty still be the same?
I will say that when Floaty was smashed, you can't really tell if it's any different from the previous smashings that Floaty underwent, because you remember that Floaty was smashed last time and you did fix him.
Yeah, but this is different.
I think perhaps the malice of the big robot smashing him caught you unawares. Everybody else does see Valerius a lot out of sorts. Um, Bureau is parading because he rolled a 3 on insight. Uh, he's just like, I did good. I saved the
Oh, boy.
day.
Can I roll an insight as well?
Sure. What are you looking for beyond what
Um,
everybody can see?
Look, because I've only just gotten into this room, kind of. I wasn't privy to the whole battle. So kind of open up the door. We've healed everyone a little bit, and just kind of taking in the 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 dead body, and Valerius is there, and just everything kind of seems a little bit fucked. Just want
Very.
a vibe check.
Okay. Make me your insight check at advantage 27. Valerius, what further insight would you like to give, if any?
Yes. Valerius is also very silently seething. He's furious. You
Can
can.
I tell what his
Gunlock,
fury is about?
before that, let me add one more thing. You can also see subconsciously that Valerius is somewhat itching to grab the pistol out of his holster.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's about it.
Does he seem angry at like Erin, at himself, at the party, at the world? Like what kind of do
Mm,
I pick that up?
I'm thinking, what else? What would he be angry at? I don't think even Valerius would know what he's angry at. He just knows he feels emotions. He doesn't know where to direct them right now.
Yes. Very fair. I want to just kind of just walk up to Valerius casually and just kind of put a hand over the one that he's got hovering over the gun.
Have we established that that Erin body isn't like a biological body?
Yes.
Okay.
Because when you guys picked her up, or as you picked her up, you realized that the skin is taut over. It feels like rubber over metal, and she's kind of cold. She's cold, to the point where Ghost realizes that this is a different temperature as when she grabbed onto him the first time. Like before, she was warm or pretending to be warm, but now it's just cold.
This isn't her anymore, if it ever was. Now, we should get out of this room. It was already dangerous.
Yes, we should probably group back up with Van. Is there anything you'd like to check the room for, Valerius?
Hmm. He stands up. Very gingerly, like, just opens a random pouch on his armor and just unceremoniously dumps the bits of floaty into it. Closes the pouch and heads towards the center of the room where Aaron was suspended before this and starts looking at the holes that may or may not be at the top on the ceiling and at the bottom where the entire construct was holding her in place.
Okay, now
Has the
what?
room reverted to small room?
Yeah, the room has reverted to small room, and the area that Erin used to be peeking through is now an ensconced area. You can try and squeeze your way into the other rooms.
So it's like the corner. There's like a little gap
Yeah, there's a little gap.
where the thing would have been. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's enough to see a person in there, but it would be a struggle for you to try and like shove yourself into it. The area now is devoid of magic. And now that the funnel that was attached to Erin's face, which is Erin's face, is you look at it and it's solid. It's as if the whole thing was a prop.
Oh, the mask thingy.
Yeah. Like
So
there's nothing really connected to the ceiling because when you made it disappear, it wasn't really connected to the ceiling.
I just grab the mask and I yank on it.
It is steadfast to the top of the thing.
You
But
pull
where is-
yourself up.
I don't think
I mean,
Valerius has the
you
strength
can
to do
try.
that.
To do that, you're going to have to squeeze through the gap, though.
Okay. How big is the gap?
I'm gonna say, as a medium creature, you're gonna have to suck in your stomach a little bit.
Okay. If I deactivate my armor and make myself squishier, would it be easier for me to do so?
For mechanical purposes, technically, it would take half the speed to get through lah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you shimmy. It takes you a while, but you shimmy inside, and now you feel the cold emptiness. When before you reached in, it burned you, but now it's just quiet and cold. Everybody in their heads hear Van. So is anyone else coming back? The lift's open. I don't really want to go in without everyone. She says that, Valerius, your mind darts from the conversation back to what you're looking at. The face guard is solid under you as you hold on to it. You pull on it, and if it feels like if you held on to it and let your weight there, it will hold you aloft. You're not entirely sure why this exists. What are you looking for?
I would like to, instead of actually look for something, I would like to roll a performance check because Valerius is trying to put on an act that he's doing something. He doesn't know what the fuck he wants to do right now.
Does the guy just need a moment?
He pretends to do things. Okay.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Performance check to look busy.
6.
6. It's here's what everybody who is in the room, just glancing about, sees him. You know when people are on stage and they want to look busy, so they just pick up and put down things and rifle through. It's really up to you whether you want to entertain what you're seeing or you just want to walk away and let Valerius do his thing. But you can see that
Right.
he's trying.
How far away is like Van from all of us?
She is many hallways and rooms away. It will take
So,
you
Like minutes to walk there?
you sprinted last time and it took
Yeah.
you 2 rounds. Oh, round and a half. Yeah. But you
Round and a
sprinted.
half. So like 9-second sprint. That's like a minute walk, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
decent
okay.
walk.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that. All right, Valerius is checking up the room for some last things. Van, I'll come to you just so you're not alone.
All right, thank you.
Yep. And then before I leave, I'm like, right, so let me know whether I should bring her here or to wait by the entrance.
We should
think we'll come to
be we should be looking around to see if there's any last survivors.
I'm inclined to do so. Whatever we did to Erin, it's probably set her back some, so we've probably bought ourselves some time.
We should make use of that time to search, yes.
So, Doc, maybe you can bring Ven to us then.
All right, will do. I'll head over and then, like, bring them over here.
Okay. It will take you a short while as you are leading the 3 survivors with you and Van. When you get there, she has done a good job in trying to calm them down, but they're still somewhat catatonic. They're still not speaking.
Okay. You can
Uh,
save speaking for after we leave, I suppose.
Okay. Bureau is going to follow the rest of you. He's going to leave his sister with Bosk. Anyone who has expertise in mechanical and building stuff, make me an Arcana check. Actually, no, make me a survival check.
Like the
Expertise
opposite.
in building stuff. What do you
That's-
Yeah.
need?
So buildings,
There's only
electricals,
one person.
mechanical.
So there's only one person who
I
can
There's
do
I
only
it.
one
have
person.
I have some experience. I wouldn't say expertise.
The only person that has expertise in this is taking a mental health check right now.
Uh,
Yeah.
Like, is it everyone or just the people who are left behind? there?
just the people who knows how buildings function, basically.
No, sadly not Mume.
Does that mean like just Valerius or anyone who's like,
Okay, this is
I
me.
I've been in a building?
I have a counter argument. I've spent some
Okay.
time breaking into and out of buildings.
Yeah, how about that? If breaking and entering, does that count? Because Mume would.
Scoping the place.
I've been in
and
a
all.
building
Okay,
or two
I
back in the day.
I will give you that. Sure,
Uh,
like a straight roll. Go ahead.
What am I
What you
rolling
said?
straight?
Arcana?
Survival.
Survival,
Oh,
survival.
Yeah.
I'm
survival.
not even that bad at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a
16.
number. 16? We take
And-
those.
Nice.
17. Okay,
17,
that's
even
good
better.
actually because it's not a high DC.
Can Ghost try as well from the perspective of someone who was in the building 200 years ago?
I'm gonna say no. I think Ghost would be better at outside stuff at this point.
I found toilet. It's an accomplishment.
He found toilet. He's like, I haven't used a toilet in 250 years.
I found the key cards. That's what I'm staking my claim to fame.
Surprisingly, whatever gap you put the keycard in, the fail slave, it's the fail slave, the fail safe, it didn't spit it out,
Poor
like it's stuck in there now.
fail-safe.
It's still
Oh.
in there.
Yeah,
What the
it's one of
fucker?
those things where you put it in and then it doesn't come out. It's like the facility has gone to
ate my
sleep that
card.
area. Yeah,
There
it
are a
ate the
limited
card.
number of these.
We should
Okay,
leave the room before trying to take those out.
Yes.
Yes.
both of you start to see the lights, some of the lights dim. Not turn off, but dim slightly and then go bright again. And this is
Ghost
not
shifted over to
this is not a
emergency power.
one and done. This is like every so often you see another set of lights. Just there's no rhyme or reason. It's like what Ben said. You're pretty sure that emergency power might be on soon.
All right. Can I
Eh,
go?
Can
Just
I
go out
go
to
Get
get
anyone
Val?
inside the room out of there, out of the testing room?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
I'm
I
gonna
think
get Val
Valerius
to
is
sit
the
back.
only one who's still like in
Yes,
the room.
he's
right?
getting Valerius out.
Okay.
Come on, it's going to close up.
Hmm. He very gingerly just stands up. It's like, yeah, let's go.
There, you're still 200 years behind feelings, and now we've got even a bigger gap now. I would say I'm sorry, except I don't really know where to start either.
Oh, it wasn't your fault. It's fine.
It
Let's go.
was, but we'll talk later.
Hmm.
Ghost, you feel the mom voice at the back of your mind try to reach out to give some form of hug or aid to Valerius, but she cannot manifest.
Okay, so Ghost will be carrying like the fake body in one arm and try to hug Valerius with the other arm.
Oh,
Oh,
so cute.
Valerius is caught off guard. Valerius has never been hugged by a pillow before. But anyway,
Valerius actually just freezes for like a quick second. He's like, oh, oh.
Never been hugged by Ghost or Wendy before. Let's be honest.
that's true.
Definitely. This is a
What
first for
is
everyone.
happening?
You exit the room. Valerius, you realize that Ghost is not just holding on to you. He is holding on to the dead body of Erin.
Valerius,
Which we've
like,
told you it's like it's not an actual body.
mm,
Aaron-ish.
yes.
It's like a machine. It's trying to look like a body.
Is there any value in keeping this?
Valerius walks over.
Is it largely like intact? Because we didn't hit it with
It
anything,
is
right?
absolutely intact. It is
Hmm.
pristine, in fact.
Probably good for something.
Valerius will walk over to the side where Ghost is carrying Aaron and just like very briefly lays a hand on what remains of her face and head and just gently gives it a stroke before.
It has no face. It is
Okay,
flat.
that's why I say
It's
that what's left
just
of it.
okay. So imagine a person's head, right? Just
Yeah.
below the eyebrows where the eyes should be, it starts sinking into the head.
Okay, so Valerius just
Like a
pats.
spoon?
Yeah, like a spoon. Her face is a spoon.
Not Valerius and his spoon. Valerius just gently strokes the top of Aaron's head for like a moment or two before saying,
Is she the big spoon or
besides
the little
sentimental
spoon?
value, I don't have any use for it. Perhaps you can ask Dr. Bosk. And then he starts walking off to the front.
Okay. As soon as you walk off to the front, Bosk and Van and the three others approach the area. Bosk, you see Valerius march in front towards you, and just
Clean past them.
clean. Okay, march past you, and Van is sort of
Oh, wait. Where are we going?
We need.
Okay. We need to think a bit. Bosk, you were in this facility before, right?
I don't think I was in this facility. This facility is too new.
Hmm.
I was probably in the previous facility. Um, if I had time to go over the notes, I might get a clue as to whether there were more test subjects apart from the ones that were locked in that one room. Aside
Mhm.
from that, I don't think we have much to go on besides walking around and looking for things, as primitive as that sounds.
Alright, then let's walk quickly. I don't trust us to split up.
Right. Where has Valerius like left, or is he like still there?
He
He's-
is
I
out
walk
here.
clean past you to stand
Yes.
behind you so he's not at the front of the group.
Oh, okay.
he's hiding, just like his feelings.
Okay.
And a ghost will also show like the body of, well, the fake body to Bossing. Does anything about this strike a bell?
Does anything?
Make me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Wiseness
Seems like there's a
save.
whole Henry Ford processing line of these creepy things.
Oh,
And
no.
they're in
You make
department
it.
stores.
My wisdom saves for remembering past things are too
Nice.
powerful.
It's too good. You block it out.
I've
You
not
try
failed a
and think
single one
about
of
it.
these.
You are definitely perturbed by the fact
Mm.
that her face is a spoon. It's so flat, it's so shiny, it's so clean. Like you don't
Can I tell if the skin is like organic?
it's sort of rubber, but it's really up to you how much you want to test it.
Um.
No.
Hmm.
It's definitely not agar gel.
Well,
It's not Narcargel.
I-
What the fuck?
I think we can just chuck this in the hole, and I'll give it a more thorough look. But I believe that something like this would be more Valerius's purview than mine. It is machinery, after all.
Into the hole then. And it's probably safer that way in case it starts moving again.
Not,
Chucks
not,
into the
not.
hole.
Into the hole, Valerius.
Yoink.
Zoop,
Val-
clunk.
Yep.
All
Um
right.
Hole.
so I was at the lift area, and
Yes.
after a bit the lift did turn on, although I'm not quite sure it's a good idea considering the whole area. And as she says that, slowly the lights turn off and all of you are now in darkness. It's pitch black. If you have dark vision, everything is
I
dim.
can see.
Ah, okay.
Alright.
The ones who don't have
whoever
dark
can't-
vision is dark.
Whoever can't see, hold on to me. Make a chain.
Is it um wise to have primitive torch out?
Can I answer that question?
Let's everybody make me a perception check.
All right. Do we even have dark vision make a disadvantage or just regular
Dark vision is
perception?
always disadvantage when it's dark.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is for
Only
seeing.
us.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Wow.
This
Okay.
is for seeing
I,
and listening, but we'll take it
I have
standard.
hindsight. I have 2020.
Nice.
Okay,
Oh my
24,
goodness.
20,
24 is disadvantage.
12.
Yeah.
I can't see shit.
23.
Oh my
That's a lie.
gosh.
I can
All
see
the
pretty
good
well.
rolls were being saved.
That's kind of that's kind of good actually. Okay, anybody who rolled above a 20, not because your eyes are effectively turned off, except for the people who have dark vision, who everything they see is dim, so you can't really rely on your other perceptions. The ones who can see recognize the darkness. The ones who feel with their skin, feeling for air movements, listening for the hum of a building, the static in the air, the sounds of bulbs, and just general magic and technology moving within a space, you hear nothing. For the people who hear nothing, what disturbs you more is you're pretty sure whatever air that was pumped from the surface is also no longer moving.
Oh, that is not
In
good.
in my mind, I believe the mind link is still up.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, our project says that we don't have much time. I believe.
Let's keep moving. But first, go to try and see if it's possible to take the key cards out from where Gunlock indicated. Since the thing is powered down, maybe we can take it.
You can try. Okay, so what it
We
is
try.
the cards that you put parking tickets in the card
Yeah.
slot, but imagine that
Oh,
narrower.
narrower.
And the only reason Gunlag found the slot is because she rolled really high.
And DM was feeling bad for me.
No, I mean
Okay.
stuff. Yeah,
So
so
did it like eat the whole like ticket or
it ate the
like
whole ticket, but I'm not going to say no, you can't take it out. It's just how you want to choose to take it out and how long it's gonna take.
is the ticket still sticking out? Like can
Nope.
ghost just grab pull? Oh,
It
okay.
it's like in there.
So it's like yum, and we don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might have gone all the way in. It might just be sitting just under. You're not sure.
Fair.
What she said.
So it's from just like picking there, we can't. No, looking at there, we can't see the view of the card anywhere from the slot hole.
Also, it's dark. So
Is
Oh
Mumei
right.
still intangible or back to himself?
How many minutes has it passed?
I'm gonna say
10 minutes is how long I can hold.
I am going to say it's been past 10 minutes because of how you're sitting and having a conversation about what to do and things. The lights turning off is a recent thing, so maybe 1 minute ago.
Okay, so if it's 10 minutes, then I'm a regular cat person now.
Okay. Just as you are asked this question, Mume, it's dark. This was not the first time you had narrowly escaped death. You thank Boss profusely for that injection of life.
No,
But this
that
time,
was
That was hilarious.
yes.
no.
Valeria,
Boss gave you first aid after 17
Oh,
points worth of first aid.
oh yeah.
yes. I did do
Yeah,
that.
but it was
Yes.
I
the
gave you
healing
the
gun that
candy to
made
chew
the
on.
difference.
Yes, the healing gun is something else. Don't worry about it. While this time, as you existed in the dark, you felt different. The ether around you felt punishing and cold. this was not what you experienced previously. As you slowly felt your life pull away at you from either end of the bridge between life and death, only by chance did you see a face of a young boy, maybe 4 or 5 years old in age, wisp past by your soul. Your master stone at this point of memory burns against you as you recall.
I grabbed the stone.
It's hot, like to the point where if you don't let go, you're gonna take damage. It's not a lot of damage.
What's
I
your
know.
health now?
It's 30. It's 30 above.
Yeah, it's
You're
fine.
fine.
It's
You're
fine.
fine. You'll be
Yeah.
fine. You'll be
The
fine.
the flame damage I remember doesn't take that much, so I think I'm fine. I'm going to see if it is time and hold the what left of the dust and see if does it form if I hold for at least
The
for
dust doesn't form, you hold on to it. It seems that your master is trying to give you a message and trying to give you a direction. Um, make me an investigation check.
all right. Let's see, where is that number? I here. 22.
22. You hold on to the stone. It doesn't burn you, but you do realize some parts of your hand is cooler than the others, or rather, some parts of the stone that's touching your hand. You think it might
I
be a direction.
I'll hold up one of the words of the stones. Because all of them are burning the same sensation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I take it out and point towards a direction and let it leads me to the colder side, and then I start walking.
Okay. The colder side from your direction, your survival is pretty high, right?
Yes, it was 20
No,
something.
just your base stat is a plus something.
Oh, base
Yep.
stat is survival is 7.
Plus 7.
Plus 7, plus 7,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Plus 7 is really, really good. Um, you realize that the hot part, if you think about it, is pointing towards the direction of where the lake should be up top.
Yes.
But
Huh.
also you realize that not the whole of the facility, not all of it has been gone through.
Does it Okay, I'm just going to do a test. If I put the stone above, that pointing up above my head, does it still point generally to the direction of the lake?
The warm part does. It's a very slow movement of heat, but because you're patient, it's just infinitely slow.
Uh, the part that we haven't, what do you call it, like explore hot direction, right?
Wait, can you say
Was
it
it?
again? You cut out.
Or oh, yeah, I'm lagging. I'm not sure why. So the warm direction that's pointing towards the lake, does it also pointing towards the direction that we haven't discovered or explored the lab yet?
No, it seems to just be pointing in the direction of the lake.
Hmm. Okay.
For the rest of you, the ones who can see are busy trying to make a daisy chain out of the survivors. There are 3 of them. They
Wait, does no one have the light cantrip?
is nobody turning on the light?
Oh,
It's
oh
up to
yeah.
you.
Anyone?
My
Someone must
I,
have it,
question,
right?
I do.
my question
Actually,
still
Okay.
stands.
Valerius is
Okay.
instantly blinded because robe of eyes.
eh, I'm like, I can see. Wait a
Shing.
minute. I do have
Yes.
light still. I can
Bosk
tell
is like,
somebody
"Hey,
can see.
Gunlock,
Yeah.
could we have some light?" And then you're like, "Dring," and I'm like, "There we
I
go."
mean, Mume has the biggest light source if he chooses to use
He
it.
has the sword.
I have the
Okay.
sword. That's why I asked.
Hmm.
Do
It's like a
we?
little
Do
torch.
we?
Why are you
I
asking?
asked.
You have the biggest one.
I don't think
No, because
I don't think the sword incurs like an oxygen tax.
Yes, it's not
no,
like
it doesn't.
torches.
It's just
Yeah.
a light. Yeah.
So that's entirely up to you. But if you light a torch,
Yeah,
that
then
will
that
incur
will.
oxygen tax.
Yes, which is why I
Yeah.
haven't lit a torch
Yeah.
yet.
So
Okay, what are you casting light on,
that's why I
Gunlock?
asked.
I am casting it on my book. I'm
Okay.
holding it.
All right, so now we have a decision to make. We either, uh, well, the elevator is magically powered, so that should still work, right?
Mm, does it?
Valerius shrugs.
Van looks curiously at all of you because she's unsure.
There's really no
DM.
question
Sorry.
here. We're going to search for survivors.
Yeah.
Okay, DM. I want to ask for clarification.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm a little bit lag. I'm waiting. Okay, I hear you. When you say I have a glimpse of a kid that go past me when I was being tucked in between life and death,
Mm-hmm.
uh, does that mean past me as in like, is there a direction that I know of past me?
No.
Like,
Um,
I
just imagine you're in a really dark room and suddenly you see a person just go past by just at the corner of your eye, kind of thing.
Kang, I think it's Floaty saying final goodbyes.
Yeah.
well, floating would have been sucked into wherever the matriarch is right now, so I don't
I mean,
know.
it's really
Okay.
up to you. This is privy to you. Your friends don't know this yet.
Yeah, okay, so where I previously at, I'm going to just look around to search for the inkling of or the hints of where that kid would have gone because it's curious to me.
Okay, so let me remind you again. You saw this in the ether when you were dying.
It, yeah, yeah, in the
In
ether. So
in
that's why
a
I'm like,
blank space where there is no direction and no time and no worldly things.
oh, just like just feel
It's
like in
a
a void,
liminal
but just
space. Yeah. In a void, you
okay,
high-fived another person who died, probably.
okay.
But the difference is, I remind you that this void is not comfortable. It is not welcoming. It's not the usual. It's punishing and cold.
That's strange. Okay. Um, right. Okay, the kids first. Kids first. I put the stone back into my pouch for now. Um, later, master. I'll just whisper to myself. And follow the group to check in where have we have not explored yet.
Okay, so I will say that you have explored most of the things on the right side of the facility. The most you have gone on the left side of the facility, past the teleportation slash landing room, is offices. And there are corridors that lead away from there.
Okay, so left side is mostly offices.
From what you know, there are ways away from the offices.
Okay, and there's still no signage this way, right?
Nope, there are no signages at all.
Okay. Well, I guess the quicker we start, the quicker we're done.
Yeah.
I'll lead the way.
Pick a direction we haven't
Right.
been in.
Let's go the way that isn't officers, since that's where you would hold people.
Yep.
Hmm.
Don't get separated.
Okay, you go back to the teleportation / landing room. You find yourself in a corridor. At the corridor, there are two junctions. You came from the teleportation. One goes to offices, and one goes into another room where Van has gone in, and she tells you those are lavatories.
Okay. Good to know. We proceed.
You go back through past the offices into another corridor. This time going far. It is going deeper and deeper, not really changing depth, but you feel like you're walking for quite a while. Eventually
Are the
you reach
offices all empty?
the offices are like there are filing cabinets and tables. They are furnished in a Spartan way.
Yeah. So, like, people haven't come here and brought their stationery and their
No,
like personal effects,
it seems
but
that
the loose furniture has come in.
yes,
Okay,
it's very
understood.
well prepared for people to rock up and be like, "Oh, congratulations, first day of work. Here's your plant."
Okay.
You pass by office is long gone, and you reach double doors, very heavy. They seem to be locked.
Okay, I will take a step back and handle our consummate door expert to look at the door while I do another quick check just in case there are any oozes nearby that may
Okay,
have escaped my detection.
you do a
Valerius
1
steps
minute.
forward.
Okay,
Yep.
Valerius, this is a door. You check to see if there are any traps and electrical apparatuses connecting this door, and seems like a mundane door. It is just locked, and it doesn't take you long to unlock it. In fact, just in time for Bosk to ping again. No oozes.
Okay.
Door
I
opens.
tell
It is
everyone no
heavy.
oozes.
Valerius kicks the door open.
With your +8 strength, no, sorry, with
Yep.
your minus
Conk.
minus 2
Minus
strength,
2.
I like to see you try.
Yep.
Those are heavy doors. You try and kick it, it budges. It doesn't hurt you. It just
I help
budges.
with my
Okay,
-1 strength.
It goes from Valerius realized at some point it's like, okay, I want to vent out my anger. He kicks the door and then he realizes it budges slightly, and then it goes from a kick into a shoulder shove to open.
Okay, for a dramatic effect, with Gunlog helping you, you both open the door.
Thank you.
It does exert some energy from you. It does give you some sort of minute vindication that you managed to shoulder check these double doors open
With the help of another girl.
with help of excuse me. Anyway, so you find in their rooms and double beds. It seems to be some kind of lodging area.
Does it look lived in?
No, not at all. In fact, the double beds don't have mattresses and blankets, and they are just the solid furniture, the built-ins.
Okay. Logically, would like the testing and holding things that like test subjects would be in, would they be like near each other?
Hang on, what? The
Like
testing?
where we found these other kids
Oh,
and halfling,
those
right?
those were the other side. You feel like anybody who has a rudimentary understanding of offices or barracks actually would understand that these would be the places where the staff
The
would stay.
researchers would live.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I share this inkling with everyone.
So this is where there wouldn't be any valuables usually.
Well, given
This-
that no one works here yet, yes.
Is this the full extent of the room?
As you go further, there are doors, double doors, swing doors this time, not locked. On the right, going into a place where you see rows and rows of tables and uncomfortable chairs, benches
This
even.
is like the eating area,
And
probably. And
and
then there should be some
further
showers and bathrooms somewhere nearby.
exactly in the general area of the lodging. You also realize that sometimes you have special rooms for people who are probably paid higher than everybody else. So they get like a ensuite. Further down, you find yourself in some kind of security office. You see several tables. You see what would be screens had there been some kind of electricity.
Okay.
The security room isn't barred or closed or locked. As you go further in, you go into a room on the right, where it looks like this would be the place where you would keep all your weapons, an armory of sorts.
Okay. But nothing there right now.
Nothing there right now.
Empty.
It's very, very empty.
Hmm.
Okay.
Nothing this way.
All right, nothing this way. The other way then.
Nod, nod.
What
Charge,
is-
charge.
I have a
Can I-
question as well.
Uh-huh.
The door that hello,
Hello, yes.
We
Yeah.
hear you.
The door to like the testing chamber thing with the gas that they were fighting Aaron in. When that was down,
Mm-hmm.
did it still look like there was an entrance there, or did it just look like an inconspicuous wall that we may or may not just be walking straight past?
When it was closed, it looked like an inconspicuous wall.
Okay.
But when it was open, you realize, oh, it is a door.
So we might want to try to like keep an eye on walls and shit that may or may not be hollow, because there might be things on the other side.
Do you
As
think
soon
it still
as
work
you
when power down?
as soon as you said that, you watch Van and Bureau immediately start touching the walls. Does anybody follow suit to observe the area?
And it might not be just here, but just in general, might want to be something to keep in
Mm.
mind.
Let's see. The place where we originally found the oozes and the people, that was a clearly visible like door, right?
Yeah, that was clearly visible. Next to that door is another door called that you guess would be an infirmary. You also recognize that this particular area that you found them in is specifically for captives and testing, whereas the area that you're in now is specifically for people who work here.
This is the wrong area, and I don't think we have time to check every wall. Let's try and cover more ground.
Yeah. It
Bureau?
shouldn't be here.
Bureau shouts out, I think I found something.
The fuck?
Oh, okay. Turn around.
I turn on my light source and just look around.
You should say things like this more often, Ghost. All right, I'll check this out.
Okay.
I will go and investigate.
You see Bureau crouching down on the ground. He rolled a natural 20, by the way.
What a champion.
What a champion. When you need him.
What a lad.
Van rolled a 6. She's like, I don't know about that. He is sort of tracing his hand against the floor and the wall. You mentioned, because I was with Gunlaug previously, and something about the keycards being hidden within the grooves of the walls. A similar groove is here.
Huh.
Well done. Look at
I
my
do
smarts
my
rubbing
best.
up on you.
Now, question that they brought up is,
So we need the key cards. Ugh.
I don't
We
know.
also need to find a
I'm
squad.
thinking since we're
How are you?
in some kind of a hurry, could we just smash through?
Yes.
All
Good
right.
point.
I mean, why didn't we smash through last time? I forgot.
Countermeasures.
What the door?
security.
Because it was heavy as shit.
It was
Fair point.
electrified, but right. Ghost will start smashing on the ground where indicated.
Okay, we shall all move away so that he has space to do his smashing.
Yeesh.
Okay.
All right.
You attack the wall. Make me an attack roll. To see how hard you hit it, and whether you hit the right place.
Does he require assistance?
15, maybe.
Oh wow, the terrible rolls are back again.
Can I like tap 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 and
Yes.
identify where is
Yeah,
best for
that's
smashing?
Does
Yes.
Yeah.
Valerius just walk outside? This isn't what hinges are.
There,
push
you
this
don't see
button.
any hinges.
No, I mean like as a
Okay.
use of.
I
don't know this
I
word.
shall do so then. I'll be like, wait. And then,
Valerius, you can you how would everybody like to help? Like the siblings have done their help.
yes.
They found the thing.
I mean, like that's a very
Um,
big
Can I
thing.
guidance
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like
Okay, so imagine right now, Biro found a groove on the floor, but the problem is he hasn't exactly found the location of what would be a door, maybe question mark.
yeah.
He's hoping there's a door.
It'd be
Yes.
really cool if it was.
Can Valerius just pull out his flask of water and just put like I don't know, like a few droplets on the ground and just attempt to force them through any cracks to see where would they travel deeper down into? That should be able to tell her where a
Okay.
door is.
Yeah, and
Um,
assuming the door is like a single piece, I'd like to like see if I can identify where the center of the door is, so Ghost can smack that and make the whole thing like warp.
okay, so the first time Ghost hits the wall, Ghost, you bounce back to no damage to yourself, but you don't damage the facade. The second time, Valerius, you pour water on the ground, and what you realize is the ground is very, very, very perfectly flat.
Like even if I use shape water to like move it along the crevices and try to force the water in, does it not go anywhere?
When you move water, you're forcing it in a direction. The problem is there's no particular gravitational pull for the water to go anywhere else. Like if you put
Okay.
water on the floor, if there's an incline, it will flow.
Yeah.
But if there's no incline, if it's perfectly flat, it will just pool. So right
Yeah.
now, even if you push it forwards, it just pools. But also, I remind you that the area is protected against oozes trying to escape.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
Uh,
Punches. Yes.
with
Hey.
the tapping, I will say that it gives advantage to Ghost to try again. With the
Okay.
1d4, I believe.
Guidance.
Alright.
Good. Oh, better. 27.
Oh,
Ghost,
I
you
cannot
put
make any rolls that do not have advantage ever.
with a 27, you
Good.
hit the correct area. Gunlog points the direction like there. As soon as she says there, Bosk concurs with the rough area, and you put all your effort. You put your big beefy boy body into the punch, and you see a little dent after a loud, cacophonous, thunderous boom as your fist strikes the wall, and you hear the boom echo further down a hallway that you cannot see. You think
Okay.
that is going to take a bit more. I'm not going to make you roll any more stuff.
He's just gonna
Um,
keep hitting the thing and punching it.
Yeah. We
It
know where
is loud, and every time you hit the wall, anybody who's looking at the three survivors, watch them as they jump at every
Flinch.
noise and flinch and
Yeah.
close their eyes. And you see the older halfling sort of bring the two younger humans, although bigger than them, closer in a hug. Eventually, it takes a good solid like 30 minutes of full on punching.
Oh,
Damn.
Ghost, it's been a while since you've dragged your knuckles raw, but for the first time, you can feel the bones hot and ragged. As now whatever wall that is now on the ground, pummeled into submission. Further ahead, you see a narrow corridor, maybe 5 feet wide, just enough for one person, single file. It's very short. It's about 8 feet high. It's enough
Whoa.
for a medium-sized creature to traverse through tenuously, quietly.
It's like a tunnel.
It's like a tunnel. It's like an escape, sort of very, very Spartan. The walls are just concrete. All of
Okay.
you smell like it's just musty and dank. Like this hasn't been opened, even though it's supposed to be new. It's musty and
I will go in first.
The-
He will just
Right.
start licking at his knuckles and move in.
Ghost goes in, and what all of you realize is he takes up the entire space.
We can't see past. Oh no.
We
You
can't
cannot
see
see
anything
past him.
past you.
He is a hairball in an esophagus.
Do you want to hold this for light source, Ghost?
Yeah. The light. If the light's behind, he can't see.
Yeah. Can Ghost?
Alright, we're
What
behind
do you
you.
mean? Mume's sword? We don't have any other light sources besides Mume's sword?
Got
There's no.
Bosk,
have-
Bosk is illuminating something. I forgot what.
No, not me.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
luck.
Eh, no,
Bosk.
sorry, Gunlug. I was thinking Gunlug, not
Gunlug
Bosk. Lol.
book.
Book. Yes, that's the thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
He will
book
pick
is
up
good.
he will pick a broken piece of wall and hold it up to Gunlock, light this
Yeah.
up.
okay.
You
I like
book
that.
dims.
You can actually pick up the door because it's crumpled enough for it to look like a shield in front of you.
Okay, I will take this shield and become Brom from League of Legends and move
Just imagine like this very narrow hallway illuminated at the front and then darkness and like a big fluffy thing blocking the hallway and then the rest of you.
in. Yep.
It's like being in a longkang, like a pipe cleaner.
Just to be clear,
Yeah.
this door that Buru found was in the security room, is it?
It wasn't in the security room. It was near one of the doors to the special bigger ensuites. The personal
The VIP
the
one.
VIP rooms.
So in a way, it mimics like where the secret passage was located up above.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Then to go say it's like, okay, this tracks out as the place, so we'll go in. Yes.
The whole time through whispers, because of how narrow and how austere the space is when it comes to sound, Van whispers, it's like this place was built by a crazy person.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a web as you walk. It does. You thought breaking down the door took a long time. Traversing this single line passageway, very claustrophobic. So if any of your characters have claustrophobia, now is the time to roll it. It is
Wrong
long.
campaign.
It is arduous, maybe about an hour and a half of trudging. It's cold.
Dang.
It's getting colder. Mume, you realize that the direction you're going. Actually, make me a survival check.
Are we on our way to the
Okay.
lake?
I have a feeling that as well when you say that. Let me check.
Oh,
I rolled natural
a
20.
natural 20 for a 27.
Dang.
You remember roughly where you stand, and roughly where the heat emanated from the Master Stone was, and you triangulate the trajectory, and with the winding of the narrow walkway and the hours that you spent walking, you think you're moving in that direction, though not at the lake per se, but further away from the facility towards that general direction.
I'm gonna, since Ghost is walking ahead already, I'm telling to the group that's behind us. Then I have a feeling that we are going in the direction towards the lake. I'm not sure why, but a lot of things is pointing me to the direction of that lake, that particular lake.
Let us know if you find more information.
Uh,
All
I
of you,
believe.
go ahead, yes.
Oh, I believe that location might have the information I needed to look for. Not sure what it is right now.
Well,
Okay,
tell us when
it's
you
your
find
turn,
something
DM.
new. Because as far as Ghost is concerned, this is
Yeah.
not new knowledge.
Okay, trudging
Okay.
forwards. Slowly, all of you get colder and colder. The air starts to smell fresh, crisp. Pine. Eventually, Ghost, you find yourself face to face with another door. This time, unassuming. Perfectly reasonable door out in the middle of. You're not sure where you are, you're behind the door.
He sighs and tries to open the door, and he's fully prepared to destroy another door if he needs to.
Easily
Attempt
enough.
open door. Okay, it actually opens.
It's
Huh.
not because it actually opens, but because you grip it tight. I'm guessing. Okay, do you the other door is still in front of you?
Yeah.
Do you use it to ram into the new door?
Well, he'll turn it like sideways first and try to open this door normally. And if it fails like 99% or every single door has so far in the campaign, he will destroy this door too.
Okay. First you turn it to the side and you attempt the handle. Click. It's locked. Then you smash through it. At this point, you expected more brightness, but you are met with a casual sun setting situation, betraying the length at which you have been underground. You're not sure exactly what time it is now, but you look around, you hear nothing. You see snow, you see trees.
Well, we got out.
As you step out, all of you realize in the vicinity,
An escape
who
tunnel?
has a passive perception of above 23?
Me.
Okay,
Mume,
Mume
Valerius.
and Valerius, you turn around to check your surroundings and you see a huge tower
Oh,
past the
guys.
trees. But the thing
Where
is,
the hell?
the tower is sort of like a mirage. You know when you look through the desert and it's kind of moving.
Yeah.
Is it
The-
So you have to really focus.
Yep. I point my hand. I point a hand towards it, guys. There's a tower right there.
What it looks like is
What? No.
Ghost was there at this tower. Like, what makes it hard to see?
every time you try to focus on it, you get a headache.
Oh, so it's
Is
not.
it an illusion?
This is what Jaka said made them very queasy.
Yep. You're pretty sure, all of you collectively are pretty sure that if you went closer, you would feel, Gunlag, what Folarius felt.
We don't know that.
Only
No,
Gunlag knows this.
They told
I have
Gunlag, yeah. I
description.
think-
Yeah.
I will share this with everyone.
So right now,
Huh.
Valerius and Mume, you see the tower, but you don't see the entire majesty of it. You just know intrinsically that it is tall. It is taking a lot of space in this area, and it is, the further away you are, the more it is hidden.
I just want to check. I'm gonna hold my master stone and see if it's pointing that direction.
It is hot.
Okay,
Right.
so we're no
Thank you
longer
for
in the
confirming.
facility anymore.
You are actually. You are. If you turn to look at the direction you came from, you cannot see the facility.
Okay. We escaped Walmart.
Oh no! We
If we, like-
escaped IKEA. Oh no!
Like walk back? Like what do you mean we can't see the facility?
Like,
Like,
it's
didn't we just walk through a
far.
door?
You walk through a door,
Like-
but the door is, it's like a snowblind door.
Oh, like
It's-
we can't see the outside building. We can still see the door that
You
we just
can see the
walked
door.
out of, right?
Yeah, it seems some kind of it seems to be some kind of secondary escape thing.
Yep. Okay.
But
So
the facility itself, the wellness center,
Yep.
it is far.
yep.
Oh,
And
wait.
that tracks with how long we've been walking, right?
Yes.
Okay. Right. We're outside now.
Hmm.
Do we care to go back?
Fuck.
I'm going
I
to.
don't think so. We got the survivors out. I don't think there were any more.
I think, not I think. I have shown a picture of the thing on the map.
The tower?
Yeah.
The Tower of Mordor.
On
the
the
Eye of
Owlbear
Sauron.
Rodeo map.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
is it the
I
Eye of
I
Sauron?
need to. I
Oh,
can ask
that
for
one, I need-
access. Hold up.
I'm not even in there.
La 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 la.
Connecting.
I'm not even there as well. I'm going
Connecting.
there now.
La 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 la. For the rest of
Connecting.
you watching the video, you don't have a view of the map. So, Theater of the Mind. Who is
Nice.
Troll?
Okay, there it
Oh,
is.
that's me. I'm troll. I don't see the map.
Here.
Sorry.
Wait, you don't. The entire thing
Oh,
is a
I
map.
see the tower now. Why is it a Wi-Fi tower?
That's because it's a free asset.
Okay.
Okay.
But
so there's the
imagine
tower.
it's a Wi-Fi tower. You think if you want to get a better view of what this is, you're going to have to brave the discomfort and go forward.
What happens if Valerius pulls out his spyglass?
Right.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
Could
No, I
do
pull out the
that
spyglass.
later.
Zoom enhance because I can't do that with floaty anymore.
So not
Make me
not
a
going back-
D100 roll.
Okay.
Who?
The spyglass user.
Oh.
9. Holy shit, that's low.
The Spice Girls. The spyglass cracks.
Oh my god.
Valerius
Well, we're gonna have a fun time fixing
Looks-
that.
looks down at the spyglass. He's like, I wouldn't recommend looking at the tower. Valerius attempts to mending it. Does
Oh,
it fix?
That
Yeah,
should-
yeah.
that should
Yeah,
fix a
it's a
crack.
non-magical thing. It definitely fix it.
Okay, Valerius just fixes it. Just puts it back in. It's like, okay, that was not a. Is
A
that, was it an
spyglass is a-
audible crack?
Yes,
Was it
it
like
was.
when Valerius pulls it out, looks at it, and just goes?
Okay,
It's like,
so let me explain how it goes. You pull it out to take a better look, and as you look through, nothing happens until you try to focus. That's when it cracked.
Valerius, as he's stowing the spyglass back into his pouch, he's like,
Okay. It doesn't want
wouldn't
to be
stare at that.
observed from far.
I
Or
don't
at
think
all.
we should get close to it as well, but you
Well,
know.
we can't see what it is if we don't get close to it. Unless we
Um,
don't
but
care
how-
what it is and we can just leave.
How
I
healthy are
have
you guys looking?
you just hear Mume says, I have to get close to it.
You
Cool. Do you have to get closer right now? You guys are looking pretty worse for wear.
did
Um,
Valerius get any healing from last session? I don't remember.
Yeah, a
You
little bit.
got the first aid, I believe.
You've been
from
given first aid already. I can't do that to you again.
Okay.
And I have healed everyone with a.
We did a lot of
Um,
healing on you because you were like the most hated person.
you were picked on. You
But
were
were
bullied.
Valerius, I
bullying
think you
you.
still have like 8 charges of the healing gun and whatever not.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay. You hear Van
Okay.
pipe up. If you're going to the area, I suggest you leave me and Bira here to take care of the three others. Also, none of you look well except for Gunlog.
Look
I
very
think
well.
I think we should
We-
rest.
We can take a breather. We're
Yes.
all
We
out
can-
here.
we can take a
Gunlog's
break.
mostly out of magic. I'll find us somewhere safe that we can rest.
I will
am
say,
alone.
story-wise, it is just in time if you choose to take a long rest.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's
Because it was
Perfect.
sunset, right? So yes.
Sounds
Yeah.
good, actually. All right, Mume, come with me. We'll find them. We'll find a spot.
Okay.
Um,
I'll follow boss.
What about Snowman Valerius?
I'll attempt to call him back. Do I have any sort of magical link with him? No, right?
No, the last time you had the telepathic bond, he's staying at the same place you left him. Like he moved for a while and then he went back because he was like, "That was dumb. I don't like that."
Okay, so if where's the lake then?
You have passed the lake by a significant amount of distance. You think?
Okay.
Let me check what spell slots I have. I might be able to tell him to come back to us. Give me a sec.
Sending.
Yeah,
If not,
I can do him ascending.
A low level sending?
Okay,
Third level.
if you
It's
specify,
pretty tough.
if you specify,
Will he be able to
Um,
find us?
I mean, he's Valerius's clone. Valerius is pretty good at tracking. He's a scout.
Mm,
You probably can, for a few, like an hour or less than that, make a fire that has smoke for him to
I
see.
don't think we
You
want
you say
to
that, and then Van goes,
I know
advertise
it's
our.
I know it's not a wise decision, but if he wants to look for us, I mean it's the
Nah.
easiest way. Yeah.
I don't think you should do anything that would call attention to not just the robot thingies, but other creatures that might be hungry.
Right. Okay.
yep. But I can sending Polarius and give him an approximation of where we are.
You can tell him
Is
to
it
go into the
possible?
facility, go down the elevator,
bro, no.
We do know
No.
roughly
basically
how. Like,
retrace our steps, follow
If I-
all the chalk.
we know where the lake is from here, right? In rough directions, so we can ask him to go to like the south end of the lake and keep going towards
Wasn't there
the
something that attacked him at the lake?
area that felt bad.
No, no.
He was
something like-
affected by something when he went past the
Yeah.
lake.
Yeah, so we tell him to come back to this area where he felt bad.
I'm going to go
Okay,
to.
I'll leave that to y'all. I'ma find a place to
Do it.
camp.
Okay, make me
You need
a
me to-
survival check. If Mume is going with you, both of you make me a survival check.
Okay.
And
I'll-
whoever
I'll-
else is looking for Valerius, do your thing.
No
I
one
have a
will not
humble
for
17.
Hilarious. We'll turn around and walk somewhere
What you
else
got,
where
Move?
everyone else is not going.
Rolling. I got 17.
17.
Also a humble 17. Yes, we have
Um,
synergy bonus.
Synergy. That's not
Totally
how
not
it
something
works.
that I made up.
That's not how it works. Let's just say both of you go in opposite directions, and both of you find, after about 20 minutes of searching, a similar looking location. So it's really either or. It is hidden within a group of trees. You think that you would be able to do some kind of igloo, some kind of fort to make sure that smoke isn't seen. If you decide to build a
Okay.
smoke, it is wide enough to have many people and deep enough for ghosts to dig.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds
Lead the group
awesome.
there then.
Okay, Valerius, you
Yes.
try to avoid your feelings by walking far away from people.
Can I keep him in like visual range because I want to keep an eye on him?
Are you being discreet?
No.
Okay.
Ghost is also being with them.
Are you being discreet?
No.
Okay. So, Valerius, this is what happens. You're like you watch the two your two friends go look for a safe area, and you're like, you know what, if one is going south, one is going north, that is not the actual direction, I'm just giving a direction. You will go the opposite. And
I'll go
as you
east.
trudge in your chosen direction, trudging behind you, by how far are you guys away from Valerius?
I want to give him a little bit of privacy, like the like
All
he can
10 feet
pretend
of
he has some
privacy?
privacy.
10 feet of privacy.
The illusion of privacy is what I want to give him, so he
Okay.
gets like a little bit.
20 feet and you're behind a tree.
I just imagine this one.
I'm not behind
just-
a tree. I make it very obvious that I'm.
The
not
tree
leaving
the
him
tree is
to-
very thin.
You're standing behind a twig. It's like
Yes.
a sapling.
You're not even trying to hide. You're just like, look, I'm standing here to give you some privacy.
Just like hovering right behind.
Ghost is just there. Ghost is just very like, and the harumph.
What's the Undertaker meme standing right behind?
Pretty much. I'm giving you privacy. Okay, Valerius, what are you doing? You see your two friends. You know they are concerned.
I do not give them the time of day. I keep walking.
Ghost continues.
Do I find a
Same.
rock in the ground somewhere?
How big is this rock? There's a lot of rocks in the ground. It just
Is it a
depends on how
boulder?
big. No. There are pebble-sized stuff scattered about. It's going to
Okay.
take you.
I find a ladder, a rather large tree.
Okay, fair enough. There are many large trees.
I find one random large tree. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Valerius will start walking with a purpose towards the tree and slowly start to unbuckle the straps of his helmet and take it off. Once he's like 10-ish feet away from the tree, with all the power that his -2 strength body has, he punts his helmet at the tree.
Make me an attack
I
roll
not-
against the tree.
Do
Like
I even
a-
hit the tree?
That's a question. What was it? Free offhand? No. Revised. Just eat the tree. 1d4.
Improvised
Improv
weapon.
that thing.
Yeah, but it's a normal attack roll with the proficiency and whatnot, right?
No
Or do I have no proficiency because
proficiency.
this is a random throw?
Yeah, it's a random yeet. Unless you have Tavern Brawler.
No, but is this a strength or dexterity based check?
Strength.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Well done.
Okay, so you hit the tree. I'm not gonna say you don't hit the tree, but it doesn't give you the satisfaction of hitting the tree. Also, your helmet's a helmet. It's not gonna break. It's fine.
That's fine. Valerius walks back towards the helmet, picks it up, walks right up to the tree, and just starts pummeling the helmet as hard as he can into the bark of the tree. For the people looking, Valerius's mouth is like held so tightly together that it's quivering. You guys know that Valerius just wants to scream as loud as he can, but he's also considerate that, hey, if I scream too loud, something's gonna find us, so I'm just gonna continue with the banging. I think Valerius would stop when the tree bark starts to break away and it's like the inner tree core.
Because you don't have a lot of strength,
After 5
that
rounds.
that doesn't happen, but you do scuff your helmet. Like, the tree's been around for a long time.
No, that's fine.
Also, it's very, very cold. So what happens is you're still gloved, right? You're not dumb enough to take off your gloves.
No.
Okay. Okay. Smart,
Valerius is not
smart
stupid.
Valerius. Yes.
He may be
Manoto.
dumb, but he is not stupid.
Okay. You scuff your helmet. You scuff your armor. Your gloves get somewhat ragged. Again, they're not broken or anything. They just look used.
Mm.
The tree is polite insofar that it is allowing you to vent.
A random fairy just comes up in a tree. It's like, excuse me, are you quite done?
Excuse me,
Can
I'm gonna call my
I-
lawyer.
Once Valerius have been going at the tree for a while, like when he starts to look kind of like out of breath and like he's enough, kind of, I'll walk up and
that's
just
not
kind
too
of
long.
grab him and hold him and like sit down and just kind of hold him. Not gonna say anything, just hug.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Hello?
Kung lover is like,
Hello.
in a moment of whatnot, Valerius just crumples straight to the ground.
Yeah.
The helmet just goes, the hand with the helmet just goes limp, and the helmet is discarded somewhere like mid swing. It either bounced back towards them or it's flung past the tree.
It's
Hold
entirely
very
up to you.
tight.
Yeah, it's probably like flung away somewhat. Valerius is just on the ground, just attempting to hold it together because any more sound he makes, probably gonna attract someone.
That's what we got the ghost for.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna roll d6 to see how many minutes Valerius just sits there. 4 minutes.
That's not a
He
long
gets
time. But
not
okay.
even that bad. No.
Yeah.
He gets tight hugs the whole time.
Yeah,
I
Valerius is
felt
just internally shake. He's just shaking. Good
Yeah.
luck can just feel him just like jittering, vibrating like nobody's business. It's like, oh.
That's okay.
Valerius, you have
Ghosts will
not.
come and join in the hug.
It's a puppy pile. Okay, Valerius, you have not experienced this anguish for a long time, and this takes you back to the first time you brought a creation that you were proud of to show your mom. Your dad was proud because he helped you make the thing. What was the thing that you made? What was your first creation as a child?
A hover car kind of thing, a hover wagon.
A hover wagon. You
It
show
floats.
your mom. She was in some kind of call, some kind of meeting. She had the communication device next to her and she was talking the entire time. She looks at you, she nods, and then she looks away, continuing the meeting. Eventually, you wait for a good hour. She doesn't turn her head to regard you throughout that time. You wait. And then her personal assistant comes into the office to guide you out. Your mother's busy. I'm sorry, but we can have her see you. She's free for lunch if you want. You're 6.
The hover wagon just gets left on mommy's desk, and Valerius just toddles out. Like, all of that work for what? What was the point?
The same emotions surface in you right this second, but it's it's different because now you're receiving comfort from two very unlikely people.
Yep. Closer towards the 4-minute mark, Valerius lets out one final strong shudder. He's like, right, back to work. And attempts to free his hand so that he could, like, gently pat
No,
both of them on the shoulder.
I don't think the hug is done yet.
What? Valerius like, what? Brain lag does not function. He's just like staring in the silence, like, what?
That's
Okay, I
great.
guess.
You've collected yourself. Now just sit here for a second.
Okay. Valerius attempts to adjust to sit down because before this he was just on his knees kneeling down. He sits.
Yeah. Like, let's come a little bit further back. Okay.
Okay. I don't
Okay.
know how to feel.
Yeah.
I
That's
didn't
rough.
really know how to feel for 200 years or so might as well get started.
Feels better late than never.
Say,
Yeah. We're not very good at this.
I feel angry. At
Yeah.
what?
Makes sense.
Probably the matriarch. But I suppose half of it towards myself for letting myself fall into this situation. I think.
Think-
I'm sad. Yeah, definitely sad. I the facade starts to break. A tear rolls
Yeah.
down Valerius's face, sorry.
Good. Good. Look at that. Feelings and things.
Ghost continues to hug.
Hmm.
Ghost hugging the both of you actually stops the tears that fall on your face from crystallizing.
Oh, warm.
It's warm.
I don't
Valerius
think I really
especially.
felt anything yet since we've woken back up, so I think I think it's important to feel hilarious.
Yep. Valerius just sitting there. He's like, uh, yeah, yeah.
Keeps us human.
We feel and then we feel our way forward.
Yeah, fair.
We already tried thinking last time. I mean, it turns out we weren't very good at it, so we might as well try feeling this time.
That's fair.
Just as all of
Ghost
you
will
are.
use this opportunity to try to ask them if anything seems familiar about this, like trying to see if he can jolt any memories.
Like us huddling together and hugging, or like how fucked up things. Like what? What do you
Yes,
mean?
the
Yeah.
like how the screwed up aspect of it.
Oh, like the fucked upness of the world. Okay, I'll dig deep.
Let's see.
What do?
I'm trying to think of a scenario. Okay. Make me a wisdom check for both.
Check or
Hmm.
save.
Wisdom save. Sorry. Yes. Shave.
Is there a way for me to kind of put myself in a really bad mind space to force a disadvantage?
Alcohol.
You know what's the easiest way to do this? Frightened condition gives you disadvantage. Wait. Saving throws though, that's a bit difficult.
I'm like, can I put myself in a really just like unhealthy mind space to kind of fuck myself up a bit?
I think if anything, you saying that would allow Valerius a disadvantage.
Oh, take it, because we want to fail at this, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me roll again.
Because
Let's
I'm so good at
go.
wisdom, I'm really struggling to fail at these. But I wanna.
Oh my god! For once,
How?
when I needed to fail.
Yeah.
For
I'm
once,
not-
when I needed to
What
fail.
do you roll
I'm not
one?
good at
Game.
wisdom saves, but when it's like, oh, memory saves, it's like, oh, nat 20.
You
You're
have
good.
a +2 and you still roll high. What?
Yeah.
When we want
Flashbacks
to
to when
attack, it's
Valerius.
like best I can do is a 7. I'm sorry.
15.
Maybe
Huh?
maybe the best way to do this is imagine that there's slow gas surrounding you, and then do your wisdom save, con save.
So
Someone
I
take
rolled
my
a
pistol and shock me.
5. That's pretty
You
bad.
did roll a 5. It's pretty bad. You try. Let's say what a 15 gives you is both of you know that you have had to rely on each other many times during the worst of times. But you just can't put your finger when and why.
Massacring those farmers was hard work, you know?
Sometimes
so tired.
it
My
fills
arms
you
are
with
so
sad.
tired after all of this executions.
Okay. In the meantime, by this time, an area has been scouted, so you either get to choose between Kang's safe space or Boss Little Haven.
Oh, so it wasn't like the same spot.
No,
okay.
it wasn't.
No,
It
it's
was.
not the
It's
same spot.
I
It's
thought it was like, oh, you walked in opposite
identical,
directions
but
and
not
happened
same
upon the same
location.
spot. It's like,
No.
oh,
We may must
okay.
have to rock paper scissors for it.
what?
What are the differences? Is like one trees and one cave, or like
They're both exactly the same, but in different areas. Like they're both functionally the same, just
which
layout
has
is
the
different.
better view?
It's like, oh.
Prettier.
Make me a D6 roll, both of you. Whoever rolls higher has the better view. And better, I mean, it has a view of the tower.
Do we roll for it?
Yes.
I got a 5.
Roll a D6.
Do we want to see the tower?
Give me
I
a
don't know, it's
moment,
up to you.
Annalyn.
I would like a non-tower view,
I don't know, I
actually.
don't know.
Non-tower.
I got a
view.
1.
Oh no!
That's the worst view I have.
The one pointer straight at the tower.
Okay. Unfortunately, I've already said that the higher one gets the tower view, so you get to
Okay,
see
do you all
tracks.
want to look at the tower? I'm not a huge fan of having to look at the tower.
I don't want my stuff to break again.
What's everyone's feeling here?
Maybe
I
the
mean, we have
tower
two
will make
sites. Can
our
we just
mind.
take the site that doesn't have the tower?
Yeah, so we go to one.
Yeah.
Okay, we go
We
fight.
go to Muume's one.
Yeah,
Okay. So we
my
go there.
side has
Kiki.
a lot of
Wait,
blockage.
we have
Not
do we
much
have
to be worried
Folarius
of.
left?
I don't know what's going on with Valerius. Like that's
Can we just say
Wait,
we
what?
find him? Like, I
Yeah.
don't really want to spend too much time on that.
Didn't
um
Gunlock send the
I
ascending?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. Does
What
he
did you
find his
send?
way?
Yeah. You have 25 words.
I'll tell him we're out of facility. Whichever cardinal direction from the lake towards where you had the bad feeling. Come find us.
It's very strange for you to get a reply back in Valerius's voice, but not sad.
Oh.
The reply comes back with, "Okay, will do. Hopefully, we'll find you soon." Valerius, what's the survival on this kid?
What's the survival on this
Yeah,
kid?
it's he
Despite
has
me
your
being a
stats.
scout, it is a +2.
Okay, we'll see.
Let's
We'll
see
see if
if
he
he
finds a way
survives.
back to you. Cause
Hilarious roll stealth, roll survival.
yes.
Is he
Good
smart enough
luck,
to stealth himself
Valerius.
first
Good
before
luck.
he starts making his way over?
It's up to you. Like he is
Okay.
functionally you, so he would do what
Okay.
you would do.
He stealths first. Well, come on! It's a +14. You rolled a 6. Fuck you. Cut. Oh, I'm screwed.
We'll
Oh,
see.
Now you decide to take the roll freaking numbers. Fuck you, game.
This is funny. Okay. You hope that he reaches the encampment.
I have
And
a quarter for how many times this game system has failed me in the most critical of times. I'd probably be a millionaire by now. Fuck you, Roll20. Anyway, continue, please.
all of you sit down to have your rations, or if you're going down to forage, especially with people who are good at it, you have your meal. The survivors are put in a safe area with bedrolls so that they may also rest. And if anything else, and if anyone else is doing anything, I would like to see who is taking watch.
I will take watch this time because we need to take watch.
Van and Bureau will accompany one person each.
I'll go first.
Okay, Van.
First
Take six.
watch.
Van will go
Follow-up
with you.
question.
Yes.
Would anyone allow Valerius to take watch tonight, or do they think he's still mentally unfit to take watch?
That's up to you guys.
He's not taking it by himself, I think, is the biggest thing. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not gonna take it by himself.
Valerius will offer to take the third watch by himself.
Ghost will join him.
Okay. Last watch would be Mume, I guess.
Yes, as always, yes.
Okay. Anybody with Van and Bureau can make a roll with advantage for perception.
Which
So-
watches were they?
Perception.
So the first one would be Bosk. The second one would be Gunlag. Oh,
I can't see a thing.
it's like, oh, berries. Oh, you see
Unlock can see
everything.
many things.
Nice.
Let's hope the ambushers pick the wrong time slot to raid in, right?
Let's hope. Just for narrative purposes. Okay, 22. What about Ghost and Valerius? 17.
Question: Is Ghost helping me, or is Ghost making separate
No,
roll?
he's making his own. He's watching you.
Oh,
Okay. For Dr. Bosk, how are you spending your time while watching the
Um,
surroundings or not watching the
okay.
surrounding?
When I absorbed the goop was still quote unquote alive. So I'm going to see if I can connect with any remnants of it
Okay.
to probe for like memories and similar.
Make me a what would be a relevant check for you to
I
probe
don't know.
for memoirs? Let me check. I don't want it to be a saving
Insight?
throw. Yeah, sure. Insight. Insight. 5.
Did I want it to be low?
No, you want it to be high.
Oh, okay.
You try to dig into the
Like,
memories of this
is
creature,
it still in here? Yeah,
but
or
trying
like
to
attempting
dig.
to communicate with it,
Yeah,
I guess. It's like, are you still there? Did I eat you? Are all
attempting
of you
to
still there?
communicate. The only feedback you get is the sound of yourself questioning your goals and position in asking your mind space questions. This is not really good scientific process. And what you end up doing really is second guessing yourself.
Yes, so she's like, okay, maybe this doesn't work. Maybe they're not here anymore. I guess I will just need to find samples.
Van does
And
see you attempt to look inward. So things aren't really good for you back then. I was hearing the conversations. Are you alright? Also, mentally, are we in trouble?
what do you mean mentally?
You're still you, right? You're not going.
As much as I've ever thought I was.
I mean, no offense given. I was hearing that things were alluded that you were part of the whole experimentation thing.
Well, I was. The files we have say as much. But that's not exactly surprising. Or news, really.
We knew that you were up to a lot of horrible things. That's part of why we wanted to come get you. But we weren't exactly sure how far you were. This is kind of a lot. I just wanted to know
Well,
if you're all right.
thankfully, I don't think I've gone as far as Aaron has. However, it's pretty clear that I'm no longer what I was at the start of all this.
She nods.
Are the what should are the test subjects like in view of us?
Yeah, they're bundled up in front of the somewhat smoldering campfire. Like there's not a lot of smoke. Like
And
you made it
are
in
they
such a
are they
way.
like sleeping okay? Did they eat okay? That kind of stuff.
Very robotic, and the sleep. Make me an insight check.
Not good at those. 10.
10. The kids are tenuously sleeping. The halfling, every so often you would see a twitch.
Yep.
jerky movements. If you watch for a longer time, and you do have a lot of time, every so often they'll just wake up, look around wildly, and then shut their eyes. You know when you force yourself to close your eyes?
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually the breathing calms down again. But this happens often.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know I'm not what I used to be, which leads me to question whether they are what they used to be.
It was kind of strange, from what I heard from the head chatter, because I wasn't there. They were trapped in the thing with the oily goo thing.
Yes, they were in holding cells like the other
Do you
experiments.
think they were meant to be there as food?
I doubt it. They were locked up in separate cells. What I can guess is that each one of those cells had one or two, maybe three individuals there that were infected with something, and the ones in the other cells denatured into those goop creatures. And with these survivors, either their bodies managed to fight off whatever was infecting them, or they whatever was infecting them has managed to settle in. I can't tell exactly which is more likely without going through the files, and I don't think this is the best place to be studying old documents.
She nods. Well, if this was what happened in where we were, I'm guessing Bloomington's the same. Which is worse actually, because Bloomington is next to a thriving town.
Yes. And if the information that we had on Bloomington is accurate, that there was some kind of outbreak or escape, then, well, if the town has a high population density, things can get pretty bad pretty quickly.
She shivers and then
You
rubs her
weren't
arms.
you weren't there for Githard, but I well, if they're better defended, they might stand a chance.
She takes a deep breath. I've heard of Falcon City. I haven't actually gone inside because they're kind of strict about who goes in, and it's not like we actually have money to trade. They do
Mhm.
use money there.
Like
I heard they
gold pieces.
gold, silver, copper, the stuff that we use to craft with. We have no use for that out here. Most of the stuff is
Right.
done by exchange and bartering, necessities. We help each other out here.
I see.
I heard Falson's beautiful though. Whatever I've heard of where this place, this whole continent used to be 250 years ago, is
Mhm.
is Falson now. They have an underground sun.
Well, maybe we'll head there sometime soon.
I am
It's really, it's like Falson's like the most north
Falson
area, right?
is
Like it's really far from where we are now.
it
This
Almost
Mumei's
is
one is
here.
in the middle.
Yeah, there,
Yeah.
all the way here.
Da 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 da. It
Wait.
is
What are we looking at?
on the map, on the Owlbear map.
The Owlbear map. Okay.
Yes.
I was looking at the other map. Okay,
Low,
there
low,
it is.
low.
Okay, it's not too far, actually.
Showing
And the
40
facility
feet
is
is
over
not
here.
the number.
So it's quite close.
it's Mumei's part, isn't it?
It is where Mume
Yes.
was staying at. And he, for some reason, say he's not allowed there anymore. It is, it's up to him.
Okay.
Anyway, Van continues. I'm kind of hesitant to know what the tower is. I think we should check it out. I just don't think it's on us to do it, especially after Gunlag said that the fake Valerius robot thing got
Mhm.
injured, especially with the 3 people that were taken care of.
Did fake Valerius ever come back?
Not yet.
Okay. We'll keep an eye out for him, I
Um,
suppose.
Joe, can you read the simulacrum spell and let me know if it needs to sleep, if it's like an entire actual human, like what does it
Voodoo.
need? If it needs to poop, you know.
Okay, 1 second. It's a duplicate.
Okay, do that in the
Yeah.
background and text me. We can stay here. We can definitely stay here. Or I can send some kind of message maybe to somebody at Folsom City, or try to contact some of our people to flag anything. You can tell that she's worried
About the tower? Or
about
about being like alone?
the tower, about the thing near Folsom City, Bloomingdale Medical Research.
Hmm.
Just it seems as if I know we wanted to save you, and I know we wanted some kind of revolution, but I can't fight the feeling that we maybe have bit more than we can chew.
Well, you would know better than the rest of us. Anything we've seen, you've seen us see, so. If there are any insights into what you think we should do or anything like that, do let us know.
Honestly, if that tower is shrouded, it must be for a reason. I can't imagine hiding something for fun.
Hmm.
So I guess take it down.
Well, we'll see what it does and then decide, I guess.
And
But if
just
it were
as
so important that
Mhm.
it was to remain hidden, why would they build a public medical facility right next to it?
She shrugs. Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe. Actually, I'm going to make a roll to see if she's smart enough to posit. Okay.
Am I smart enough to posit, perhaps? Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
for sure. Make me just a general investigation check.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
those. Those are
Okay.
good for me.
Those are
20.
numbers. Both of you are smart enough to posit, actually. And both of you come up to the same conclusion. If they're hiding this so close to a facility that they have,
Important that it's near the facility.
I was thinking that there might be more than one.
Hmm. And I don't think it's a coincidence that this tunnel leads right here.
You never know with bad planning. But I'm more leaning towards one, it might be important that it has to be near the facility. And two, that there's more than one. I
Like
don't.
she means more than one tower, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, biting off more than we can chew. I have no powers. My brother has no powers. Compared to all of you, we're outclassed and outgunned. You can tell that at this point she is scared more than worried now. Like she's gone through the phases of worried, unsure, scared. At that point, it is time for Gunlug's turn. Biro wakes you up, Gunlug, and you hear the tail end of this conversation.
Ah, it's finally time for us to get some sleep.
Hmm. Get some good rest, Bosk. It was a long day.
Yep. And don't worry, Van. For me, it's not too long ago that I also felt a similar way.
She nods. And she shakes her brother. Wake up, it's your turn.
Go back into the hut and sleep.
He wasn't even asleep. He woke Gunlug up. She just needed to shake someone.
It's like, your turn. Shake, 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 shake.
And he's like, but
yes.
I'm up.
Yes, I'm standing here in my full coat and everything.
WTF, sister. Biro walks out.
Did you not
Bids.
get any sleep?
Well, yes, and also no. That the halfling that kept waking up. Understandably so. But then I heard the conversation that my sister was having with Bosk.
Do you feel the
Sometimes she
same
can.
way?
I'm honestly, I don't know how I feel. Most of the time, I'm just making sure Van doesn't get into trouble, which puts me in trouble.
You're not very good at it.
I helped with whatever was happening today.
No, I meant that not getting into trouble part, because this is a whole lot of trouble that we're in right now.
Oh, yes. I don't deny that we seem to be looking for a lot of it. I guess you could say that we just wanted to be free, to be rid of it all. Honestly, if you had given me any of the choice to just leave, I would. I've heard of
When?
stories of once people used to just teleport themselves from this continent to other continents.
Yeah.
As long as I was born,
Yep.
I don't know if there's other continents.
I'm sure they're still out there. But I also am pretty sure it wouldn't serve the matriarch to let people escape her so easily.
No, I can imagine why.
No.
More
She's-
worrying so is the conversation that they were having, saying that tower. He points to the general direction. With your 30 though, you start to be able to slightly focus on the tower in the dark of night. You see the green tinge. Like the same ghostly apparition that you hear Mumei talk about often about dead people. You think you see it there. Just for a split second. And then it disappears again. And then you get a mild headache.
I wonder if this structure is. They've taken so many pains to make sure it seems as well invisible first, and then something you don't want to be near. There must be something important there.
He
Maybe
nods.
this is part of what powers the shield.
He
It's
nods
partially
harder.
covered.
I never really thought of that. Like I don't pretend to be the smartest one. Honestly, Van's the one with the plan. Even though her plans are terrible at best.
Hmm.
She's still better than me.
I'm very good at making bad plans.
So far, they seem pretty good.
They haven't been my plants. They're way too good. No, I used to kind of run a little gang back in Bror when Bror existed, and got into a whole lot of trouble as well. Kind of my specialty was getting into trouble and then getting out of trouble.
You watch him move his entire body to face you, very, very interested in what you have to say. All of you keep saying Bro. That would be currently the Ulcit tunnels. What was it like?
Well, it was in some parts probably one of the most beautiful cities you could come across.
Most beautiful. I can't really say.
Part of the city that was inside, kind of like a dome, and it was heated up and it was temperate. But then go a little bit further out, where I grew up in the slums, where people were starving in the streets. There's crime and violence everywhere. Orphans, prostitutes, drug addicts, and everyone just trying to survive.
It sounds like a smaller version of what's happening in Iceroot right now. Iceroot being wonderful and temperate. Again, I've never been there. We tried once. We didn't get past one of the towns. One of the... What was that place called? You watch him think. There's a farming village just outside the main Iceroot city. Walled Iceroot. It's called Goldfield. I half expect it's got Goldfield because of the wheat.
Probably.
It's so warm compared to where we are out here.
Yeah. Kind of felt that way living in the lows, looking in on the.
And who did you run with? I'm sure you had a wonderful family.
Warmer part of the city as well. Did. I have.
Hello? I think Ada dropped out. No!
They're kind of gone. Oh no, can you? Hello.
Okay,
Hello?
I can hear you now. You disappeared like for a solid 2 minutes. Oh no, gone again. Hello? Technical difficulties. Oh no. Wait, is it
Oh,
me?
that's terrible.
Is it me? Who
No,
was...
no, it's not you. It's not you.
It's
Hilda.
all
I
of
can
us?
hear-
No, it's not you. It's
I
not
can
you.
hear you.
Hello.
It's
Yeah.
Ida. It's
I
Ida.
think.
Okay. Suddenly I just hear everyone.
We were all muted.
I think she's gone again. Ida. No. Anyway, while entertaining the technological difficulties, I will post a picture of No Talk Me Angie. No Talk Me I Angie. In the
Yeah.
thingy.
Malicious. I'm angry. Troll's helmet.
Nya! Every time Valerius throws something, it's just
Oh,
Hello. Are you
Are you
back?
I think so. I didn't know I was gone for a solid couple of minutes.
Okay. Okay, we're back. I think we're good now. So,
Okay.
so I missed out the whole thing about who you hung out with, or rather, he messed out the whole thing.
Okay. So who the gang was? Gunnar kind of stops and kind of furrows her brows a bit because it's I know them. I know who they are. I think I have the names still. And it's like I have a memory of the feeling of knowing them, but not the actual feeling. If that makes sense.
He looks at you and he goes, "Look, if it's difficult, I don't want to push you. It's a lot."
I mean, they'd all be. They'd all be dead a long time ago, I'd say.
I want to say
Maybe
something
haven't.
more heartfelt, but I don't think I can. And I'm not going to try.
That's all right. There were some good times, there were some bad times, and now they're all gone, I think.
Do you know where you left them? Were they in the city?
No. They were on a different
Well,
continent.
that's good. If they were in a different continent, they would have managed to get away, get a life, live.
They've
Maybe
been
after
really compromised. So the place where they were kept.
I tend to not want to think about it in the most pessimistic of ways,
Safe
but
might as been.
hopefully it is not the case. Hopefully they manage to have a family. And did you have
Maybe.
brothers or sisters?
I had a brother and I think mother. The matriarch might have gotten to him.
You see his face
He
change
wasn't. Where?
at the mention of the matriarch. Visible anger, visible disdain. Not to the extent of Valerius. Like, he is like maximum angry today. But you can see the discomfort, the distaste at the mention. A few days ago, you...
I mean, he'd obviously be dead by now.
Yeah.
Um,
He would. But he's hoping to maybe progeny? Nieces, nephews,
what?
at this point. Grandchildren, great-grandchildren? Hey, in
Maybe.
another universe, you're a great-grandmother. I mean, grand-aunt.
I had a on again, off again boyfriend that he was an elf. He could potentially still be around. I don't know. Oh no, have I lost it again? Hello?
No, I hear you.
Am I?
We are here.
Okay. My ping was 5,000 for a second.
Oh my god! Velheim. Again.
Flashbacks.
Flashbacks, just PTSD. Maybe he is alive. I've heard of elves or long-lived, or people like my father, once the matriarch took power, he ran away, he disappeared. I've heard of elves going on her side, and now a majority of live in Iceroot, in the cusp, in the seat of power, so to speak. First-class citizens, unlike us, the rabble,
Good place to be.
in a way.
Good for them, I suppose.
If he was still alive, since he knew you, he would be fighting for us. For all of us.
He was in a different continent back then, but he could have come back. I don't know. I could message him, but I don't know if I dare. Because what if it's just nothing at the other end?
I've heard of people being able to send messages outside, but from the grapevine, I also heard that none of them were successful. Or very few were successful. That was a long time ago.
That's probably also true. I hadn't even considered that. I was just thinking
I don't know.
death.
Honestly, where we're stuck in. Like, I've also heard of people bringing things into, like, a different plane of existence. And given the walls surrounding Krera as it is, could we be in a different plane of existence?
That's not a complete. Well, I mean, that seems really, really unfeasible. Like that would be wild. But the matriarch has shown that she's got wild fucking powers. She's practically made herself and us immortal, right? Like a
He
pocket dimension
looks.
kind of thing, or just moved it all away.
I don't know, honestly. She's been alive for a really long time. She is an elf, so
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
feasible. But why?
It's good.
I would
Like-
think that after several hundred years of being alive, you would just get bored.
Right.
I would get
Get
bored.
old.
I would be old.
Yeah.
I wouldn't live very long. You watch him go through stages of
Yes.
existential crisis as he realizes he mumbles something about Van living way longer than he is, and she's not even that
Please.
old yet.
Fucking terrified of death.
Like,
I'm
I'm not
guessing
scared.
she's just fucking terrified of death.
Yes. You have to be an absolute asshole to be terrified of death. Just in case, you can imagine what's coming to you. I imagine a saint wouldn't be particularly afraid of death.
I think it depends on what you believe in, right? So you can be the wildest sinner, but if you don't believe in shit, then it's probably not going to face you.
He nods. The conversation keeps going in the trajectory of existential crisis, isms, what is, what isn't, death, and so on. Eventually, it goes to Ghost and Valerius's watch. I will say that nothing important happens. So it's up to you if both of you or either of you want to RP that.
Well, we have like 10 minutes left, so maybe not.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Text RP
We
for
can text RP.
inspiration point.
But
Yes,
text
yes.
RP, I have some plans.
Okay, make sure you put it down in the text RP. We have 10 minutes. I'm just gonna finish it off with Mume. before everybody wakes up and does their rolls. Mume,
Oh no, the rolls.
you are awoken because it is your turn. You are also, surprisingly, alone. Actually, not surprisingly. You are the last person to take watch, and you will be here as the sun rises. You think about the incident in your middling state of alive and not really dead moments. This is the first time you've seen a spirit traverse your death or your undeath. And this is the first time you're feeling those very negative emotions. And in proximity to the looming tower. Make me a perception check, and you need to roll higher than a 25.
Okay, so this is a roll that I have to be above a 10 then. Won't go anywhere if I roll below that. Okay. It rolls
27.
above. Yes.
You look directly towards the tower. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. You
Low roll.
were
Oh.
you were in the midst of a harrowing moment. At the edge of a knife. It could have gone either way. You could have lived or you could have died. Somehow that feeling still pulls on you, and every so often you look to the tower and you feel drawn towards it as if your spirit refuses to remain in your body. And as you feel those feelings, the warmth, in fact, the heat of your master stone emanates through your clothes onto your skin. You take 1 point of damage, and it jolts you back into your body. You stop dissociating. Curious. It's really entirely up to you whether you want to sit with those feelings or you want to brush it off, because nothing else happens and everybody gets a full night's rest.
Okay. Mume himself will sit with that feeling because he feels like there is not only the uncomfortable, but he thinks that this might be something that connects to whatever happened to the souls or where they went might have something to do with it. That's why he sits on it.
Okay. That's going to have some effect next week. All of you wake up with full hit points recovery. What did I say about? I said something about not having like full HP or something like that. Hang on, let me check. No,
Did you?
info. I don't know. I wrote it somewhere. I don't know if I put it properly. DM is confused. DM has hurt herself. Oh no. Beep beep beep. Beep beep beep.
Maybe it was
Ring.
something to do with hit dice.
I don't know.
I have full both currently, so I'm just chilling.
Yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Long rests do not heal your full hit points unless you are in a safe and comfortable place. Magnificent mansions count. Sleep
Okay.
in uncomfortable spaces only give half your HP back per long rest.
Valerius can make the hut again, the tiny hut.
Tiny
Yep.
hut doesn't count.
Crap.
Oh,
Long
so
rest return half your level of hit dice and full spell slots.
okay.
And
So
hit
if
points?
Hit points half.
does that mean like we get half our max hit points as recovery, or we recover 2 max hit points if we're below max hit points
You recover half your max hit points
as healing?
as healing, yes. But
Okay.
you return half
Okay.
your hit dice level and all your spell slots.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
So if we're above half health, we would recover to full.
Yes,
Okay.
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 Awesome. All good.
I
Not too
should
bad,
I
not
should
too
update
bad.
that. Anyway, give me your rolls, your danger rolls.
Time to roll for
Before
badness.
we
Hey, I
you
got
are
2
fine.
1s. Let's
But
go.
Joe is fine. 1-1. But not the bad 1-1.
Thank God.
Oh
No,
no! Okay,
not
Gunlag is fine.
I will be on vacation.
That's it. That is where we're gonna stop for today. 5 minutes off the 11 o'clock mark.
Oh,
Yeah, that was actually quite tasty. Thanks for the delicious RP. I enjoyed that
I
shit.
did have one question to ask the DM.
Uh-huh,
If
go
Gunnar
ahead.
can do as her watch is finishing, but before like going to sleep,
Okay, yeah.
can I send a sending and see if it connects to Toby?
Okay.
Toby.
I need you to yeah, do the sending.
Oh shit!
It's been 250 years, right? Toby is an elf.
That's- Yes, he's an elf, but I don't know if he's here, if he's alive, if we visualize baby Toby when he was 20 years old. I mean, you him.
You would definitely get him even if he is old, because you knew him. Give me the 25 words, as is, and roll me a D100.
Okay.
Okay, before you roll, pick me, either the bottom 5% or the top 5%.
Oh, you pick and don't tell me.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I will tell you when we come back next week.
Yep. I'll say, hi Toby, it's Gunlag. I don't know if you're around or alive. I haven't been myself, but I am now. Hope to hear from you.
Okay. Roll me that D100. Okay. And with that, thank you
Well.
everybody for watching. We will see you next week. Pew, pew, pew.
Hooray.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, Falcon.